All right, it's 9:01. KENZ, Ogden, Orem, Salt Lake City, 101.9 in Chunga. Chad, Kenny D has decided to stick around. Thanks for doing that, man. Yeah. And the lovely, the talented Miss Stacy.
Good morning.
Decided, how are you?
I'm doing good.
So we obviously love having you in here.
I love to be here.
So what brings you in today? So you just kind of showed up.
Yeah, well, I
didn't know you were coming in today.
Yeah, I wanted to start doing kind of business minutes, kind of give you guys, first of all, what promotions are going on with us at Advanced Apparel.
Right.
And then also bring you guys out just cool little goodies. Okay. I know a lot of people ask me about starting businesses or maybe they're in business, they've been in business a while and they want to kind of freshen things up a bit. And so my thought would be to come out and just kind of tell you guys a few ideas because promotions is a huge way to keep your name out there.
I'm always surprised at how small businesses, they have their blueprint, their business model.
Right.
And it's never advertising and it's never promotion.
I know.
Or it's about 1/10 of where it should be.
Right.
And I don't think they understand just how much of this stuff you have to have.
Right. Branding is huge.
And somewhere along the way, I think we as a society have gone to, well, if you promote yourself, you are in some way a braggart or you are in some way immodest.
I can see that.
So singing your own praises for your company from the rooftops has become something, especially in this community, more so than other communities, something that's kind of taboo.
Right. Well, when in the Depression, there was Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and some other oddity cola drink company.
Okay.
And
was it RC? I bet it was RC.
Might have been RC. I don't know.
Tab.
I'm not sure. Yeah. But it used to be Pepsi had huge. All that was the number one drink. Yeah.
And Pepsi had signage everywhere.
Pepsi was huge in the 40s. And when the Depression happened, they pulled out of advertising. They said, we're not going to advertise that much. Coke went for it. Mm-hmm. And look where Coke is now. They never looked back.
And arguably, you could argue that Pepsi never fully even recovered, even years, however many decades later. They're not while a very successful, great product, they're not the product that they were back in the day.
Right. Well, and the other thing, too, is like business owners, they're great in their field. They're passionate about what they do, but there's so much more pieces to owning a business, and it's like marketing. They didn't go to school for marketing. They're not marketing geniuses. And so, that's where we come in is we kind of help businesses grow ideas. And so I have an idea that I wanted to share with you guys today. A lot of people say, well, first of all, business is all about relationships. Right. Number one, what I mean? It's really getting to know people, and, people do business with people they know. If you can get to that point with
somebody, a handshake deal is the best way to do anything.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so people are always like, well, how do I get my foot in the door? And once I got my foot in the door, how do I keep my foot in the door? And so...
usually it's with free crap.
Bing. So,
no, it is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's, giving out a lot of free crap.
Right. So here's the idea of a day.
Okay.
So let's say you get custom printed candy jars with your company logo on them. Mm-hmm. And once a month you go out and fill it with candy. You're not being intrusive. You're not being annoying. Mm-hmm. People love the candy. They look forward to seeing you, and you have something to talk about. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And you do it. It's like a sales call. Hey, I'm coming out to see you. Right. Plus, I'm refilling your candy jar.
I'm in the area. Just gonna fill your candy jar. You got all different holiday candies and things like that. Instead of donuts or instead of you don't want to be too obvious.
There's a lot of people. We're talking to Stacy from Advanced Apparel and talking about just a business strategy and things, which I think is probably a good thing to have on this show. There were more millionaires created during the Great Depression than at any other time in our nation's history because there were some people that got the fact that when the economy is bad, you don't cut your advertising, you don't cut your promotional budget, you double it.
Right.
You double all of it.
Right.
You double your advertising, you double your promotions budget, and you really get out there and give yourself some distance between you and another company because they're not doing it.
Right. Well, and, proof is in the pudding. I've done advertising with you guys now for 3 years, and I can honestly, I track every sale. Yep. And I can honestly say where my sales have come from, and so much of it is advertising. Tons of it is advertising. So
absolutely, people got to know that you're out there.
Right.
So
I brought you guys some cool little fun things.
What did you bring in today?
So these are iPad cases or
notebook.
Cases. Yeah, or notebook cases. So, and I embroidered your little logo thing on there.
My JC logo.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
That's really cool.
So these are you can get these done and have your logo embroidered on them for under $20. And who doesn't have a an iPad, or who doesn't have a notepad or anything like that. So and they're padded.
Cool.
It's fabric. It's cloth. So that's one of the promotions we're doing right now.
And if you've got like a 15-inch notebook or a tablet, or
right, exactly.
It's kind of a multi-purpose thing.
Right. So we're always trying to think of like new creative ways. I mean, yes, we do shirts. Yes, we do T-shirts. One of the best ways to get your logo, your name out there is through custom printed T-shirts. They're at the gym. They're everywhere. Everybody loves a free T-shirt. But, we also do the fun giveaways too.
We're talking to Stacy from Advanced Apparel. There are, I've worked with people that have said, hats, T-shirts, they are costly and they are not an equitable way to advertise, which is some of the most ridiculous logic I've ever heard. People say, they sit in a drawer.
Right. Right.
But the thing is that even if they wear it one time and they're out, think about how many people are going to see that.
Well, it's two-sided, too, because you've got the marketing standpoint from it, but you also have, like, the pride in it and your employees.
And you have kind of that feel good, somebody gave me a shirt,
right.
or,
Right, yeah, and also, too, I get calls from people all the time. They're like, just tell us what to wear. We're so sick of having to worry about what our receptionist looks like. Give us 5 options, and they can pick, and
really
we'll be
smart.
good, and everybody looks sharp and clean and professional.
Please tell me you're not telling them to wear polos. Please.
No, we got some cool shirts. But there are really cool OGO polos. And
that are better than...
Yeah, there's some... There are
look like
old
I'm in
school
middle
grandpa
management
polos.
at Zango.
No. No, but we got some fun stuff. And we have awesome graphic artists that can come up with all cool designs.
There are companies that are going to have that because of the nature of their work or whatever. But, the one thing that I've noticed about you is that you are considerably more creative. One of the things that I love about you is that you say, look, if you can put a logo on it, we can do it.
Yes.
Everything from jump drives to headphones to...
we did MP3 docking stations one year. So, it was like we
crazy.
found some. We were able to print the little company logo on it. They give them away as company gifts.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing. And that little stuff goes a very long way when you're dealing with your business.
It does. So...
what percentage would you say of your overall budget should go into advertising and promotions? I mean, it's all scalable depending on your business, and it's hard to quantify.
Probably anywhere between 10 to 18.
10 to 18%, no matter what the size of your business is.
That's what I would say,
As a general rule, 10 to 18%.
Yeah, start. Yeah, and the more you put in, the more you get out. I mean, that's the true with everything. Mm-hmm. But the more you put in, the more you get out. And... we have stuff to fit every budget. That's the nice thing. I mean, you got $200 to spend. I can help you. I mean, we're here. We're local. We do all of our printing in-house. Yeah. We've got all the equipment, and, you call me and say, hey, we got an event on Saturday. What do we do?
Yeah, and we've done that to you a couple times. Yeah. It's like, hey, we've got $200 for a promotional budget for this one promotion.
Right.
What can you do? And you come in with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So, we love that.
Yeah, so it's fun. It's good. And this is fun stuff. Everybody loves that.
That's cool. This iPad case is really cool. That's or a laptop. I mean, that's a really cool case.
Yeah.
And what would this retail if you were going to get these for somebody, like everybody in your office?
Under $20. Depends on how big your logo is or what you want on it, but you can get them done for under $20.
So you got 5 or 6 people in your office? Mm-hmm. That looks pretty damn professional.
It does.
And think about how happy your employees are going to be. That's another thing which I don't see happening, especially in this economy, where employers feel like the mere fact that you have a job means you're lucky. And employers are not treating employees like they were even just a few years ago, where they don't treat them with the respect that... There
are some, and there's definitely a different feel when you go in that office.
Yeah.
There are some that are really good.
This stuff goes a very long way.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
To do this kind of stuff for your people.
Absolutely. And also, too, the holidays around the corner, so you got to start planning. You don't want to get to the day before and be like, okay, well, I got $500 to spend on my family. Do I spend it on office? I wish I would have done this before.
Yeah. So have you noticed an uptick? Are people planning for their holiday stuff now?
We did a Jacket in July promo, which was really good. We ran an advertisement on it, and some people do plan.
They jumped all over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, they were 40% off with logo on them, so it was a great deal.
Very cool.
So I'm just going to stop by, once a month and bring you guys some
I love
new
that idea, Stace, and I think it's cool.
Ideas.
And speaking of which, last year we had these Halloween hoodies that we put online, these ghost hunter hoodies. And, I've already had a couple of people say, is Stacy going to do those? Can we get those online soon? Because I've already had a couple of people ask.
Figure out what the...
Yeah, he handles all that.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Fun stuff.
People are like, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Make Tyson do it. It's 9:10. Well, thanks, Stace.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks
welcome
for
to Sticker.
letting me
You
come
want to hang around for a minute?
Yeah, I'll hang out for a few minutes.
All right, so 9:10, don't go anywhere. More music is coming up here on 101.9.
The end.
Don't go anywhere.
Customers tell their stories.
All right, it's 9:14, 101.9 The End. Chunga, Chad, Kitty D, Stacy is still here.
Yep. I'm not leaving.
No, you're sticking around. You bought those headphones. You're going to use them.
That's right.
Eurythmics now. On the end. 9:26.